This is the Grow Your Clinic podcast from Clinic Mastery. We help progressive health professionals to lead inspired teams, transform client experiences, and build clinics for good. Now, it's time to grow your clinic.
G'day, good people. Welcome to the Grow Your Clinic podcast. My name is Ben Lynch. I'm joined by Jack O'Brien. Jack, I don't know if you have a coffee with you today. Normally, we're sitting down having a coffee.
I do not. Currently, it is far too late in the afternoon for a coffee today.
Same. I've had one coffee. Normally, I'd have three. So hopefully, we're still guns a-blazing here. We've got a short, sharp episode for you. At the moment, we're going through an immersion with our members. And the immersion is all about cash flow and helping clinic owners improve their cash position. We've got a number of sessions and we're working through a framework that we use called the Create Cash Flow method. Mm-hmm. Jack, we created the Create Cash Flow method through a bunch of good conversations and learnings from people in the community to give them a really practical framework to not have to think, how do I improve my current cash position? If they follow this framework, they can be more in control of it. So talk us through the CREATE framework.
Well, it's an acronym. So CREATE, the 6 letters, CREATE. And what we're going to do, folks listening along, is go through this process, this system, this methodology over the coming episodes. So we'll unpack this. But for your information, CREATE, the CREATE methodology for creating cash flow in your clinic. The C stands for a cash allocation strategy. R is to increase your revenue. E, manage your expenses. So we've got cash allocation, revenue, expenses. Then accounts, being accounts receivable and payable. T for time blocking, and E for evaluate. So cash, revenue, expenses, accounts, time, and evaluation. The CREATE acronym methodology for creating cash flow as a clinic owner. Because, Ben, the reason we've done this, we've created this methodology over years of distilling the wisdom and magic of high-performance clinic owners and hearing the feedback from clinic owners on the ground that cash flow is a real challenge. Like, cash flow is tough. Definitely. And at the time of recording, actually a couple of minutes ago, the Reserve Bank in Australia announced an increase in interest rates. And so cash flow, cash management as a clinic owner, as a health practitioner is top of mind. And so this process, this methodology is absolutely brilliant for clinic owners to improve their cash flow. We've done this immersion for years now, and the proof is in the pudding, Ben.
Absolutely. It's great at the end of every session in particular to get people's key insights, key actions, and then follow up a couple of weeks later and go, what have been the results of your actions? They can be subtle or significant, from, chasing down those outstanding accounts and getting more cash in the bank. Or it might be something big like hiring a bookkeeper and having someone with a dedicated role to be able to help you with these things. So it's wonderful to be able to see clinic owners. Sometimes talking about money can be difficult as health professionals because the driving force is helping people, but the animating force is cash. We can hire more team members, admin, or therapists to be able to help more people. So it's important that you're a good steward. That's a word that you've often used, Jack, is a good steward of the money. Talk us through what that means and how that applies to the cash and create cash flow.
Well, cash is a resource, right? And when we say cash, we're talking about money, not just the paper, tangible money, but it's a resource that's entrusted to us. And Shane Davis, one of our partners, often talks about cash and money being a reflection of value. And so ultimately, we want to be great stewards of the value that's been entrusted to us. And when there's money that's coming in and good cash flow into our clinic, it's a reflection of value that we've been able to provide for our community, for our clients, for our patients. And it's able for us to use as an investment into our team members, their development, into the resources that we've got across our practice, and as a reflection back to our families. And so cash is, it's an important thing for us to consider, because if we run out of it, as the adage goes, cash is like oxygen. And if you run out of it, you could have a really sound business and a great culture. But if you don't have cash, you don't have a business. And unfortunately, you won't be able to help your community. You won't be able to continue employing fantastic team members. And so cash is critical. It is queen, as someone on our team once referred to it. And it is the lifeblood of a clinic. And so that's why the CREATE methodology is mission critical for us as clinic owners to be across and to dominate and not just put our head in the sand.
Great point. The whole idea is, if you feel a little bit stuck or not sure what you can do to influence your position, this acronym is a set of steps that you can take to be more in control and create the cash flow. Often when things are going good, well, it's easy not to look at these things and have the rigor around it. So it's really important that you get into a rhythm of working on your cash flow, because we're all affected by different things at different times, whether you're a clinic that's typically seeing a school cohort and school holidays really impact you, or the December-January period over, everyone's holidays tend to impact you. It's really important that you have a proactive rhythm about your cash flow. Jack, we're going to break down each of those separate sections, the 6 parts of the CREATE cash flow framework there over the coming sessions. You'll be able to check them out on clinicmastery.com. All the show notes, all the guides are there. Make sure that you take action and implement, as subtle or as significant as it may be. Take action and apply the learnings that you've gained from this episode and all other episodes on the podcast. Jack, thanks for sharing the high level. We're going to get into the details in the subsequent episodes, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Grow Your Clinic podcast. Bye for now.
Bye now.
Thanks for tuning in to the Grow Your Clinic podcast. To find out more about past episodes or how we can help you, head to www.clinicmastery.com/podcast. And please remember to rate and review us on your podcast player of choice. See you on the next episode.